Hello everyone. I'm delighted that I will be giving a presentation to you today. My topic is Improve Mark Spencer's Digital Reputation through Better HMR. This time, the content will focus mainly on the aspects of management. So let's start together. Founded in 1886, Marks Spencer is one of the most famous retailers in the UK. It's known for its excellent product quality and well-established employee benefits. In its annual financial report for 2022, Marks Spencer is also spending a lot of money on rescuing the welfare of its employees. However, according to the official website of Marks Spencer, they claim that the team has considerable fineness and diversity. For staff management, there is even a feedback programmer that allows the voice of the staff to go straight to the management, so that decisions can be made quickly and effectively. This is all true, or is only partly true. Let's look at the data and find out. The first part is a very simple description of the data, so that the data can be presented in a clear and more intuitive way. The overall corporation reputation is rating 3.89. The lowest rating of the 5-point scale is for management. With this basic data in mind, let's do some simple analysis for the data. In order to explore the relationship between management and the current employees, the first data processing model chosen for the reputation is the t-test analysis model. A t-test was conducted with permanent and temporary contracts as the independent variables and the remaining rating indicators as the dependent variables. The result obtained was that ratings do change depending on the type of contract, which means that temporary and permanent employees do not rate the company in the same way. In other words, there is a difference between the impact of company's management on temporary and permanent employees. Having drawn this more basic conclusion, let's proceed with further analysis, correlation analysis. As can be seen in Table 3, there is a strong correlation between several sets of that data, with the exception of the number of hours worked. This means that there is a strong correlation between the good and bad aspect of the business. If the business needs to address multiple issues in order to improve its reputation in general, of course, management and work-life balance, pay and job security have very strong correlation and have an impact on the quality of management, as we can see that. Then the next part is funding. The section is an analysis and the discovery of the previous data analysis, and the last, marketing intelligence. In the latest init.com, it's also clear that many of the complaints come from management, and both have extreme positive and negative reviews. Scholar Globe believes that companies need to be socially responsible, as this is the basis of their social communication. Companies need to constantly bridge the gap between how they say and how they do. In the company comments, the majority of people felt that managers were impersonal and harsh, which directly led to a high level of stress. And one person with a disability said that the manager in her area had no knowledge of disability management and put considerable pressure on her when her work was affected by her physical condition, which is consistent with the strong correlation between management and job security in Table 3. This situation became even more serious after 6 months of part-time work when she officially became a full-time staff. This is in line with the findings of the analysis of the data in Table 2. Namely, the full-time employment is associated with greater management problem and stress. This is because full-time worker requires more time to be spent at work, which may result in a degree of work-life imbalance and is consistent with the analysis in Table 3. At the same time, the full-time person will fully embrace the system of Mark Spencer and will have a deeper intersection with the managers and feel the impact of more easily. The last finding comes more from the comments online. Some of the employees indicated that the treatment of their work was very different after a change of manager, and that the manager style influenced the work condition of employees from time to time. Therefore, a final recommendation, target, and actionable suggestion will be based on the findings of this section. Mark Spencer would effectively reduce the problem of uneven quality of managers and emotional feedback from employees by introducing a new electric HR management system and updating the manager selection system to find more suitable management. For the first point, the first step in the selection process is that recruitment of management. For instance, scenario analysis question can be used in interview to simulate how candidates would react in real-life management situation. In addition, pre-service and on-the-job training courses for managers can be set up to develop staff awareness. Next is the second point. The new e-manager system can be opened at the end of the day and then let staff rate for the day's work, with the aim of grasping employee sentiment and feedback, and then the management can shorten the feedback process. And the electronic system keeps track of the time of work, which goes some way to preventing work-life imbalance. The management of the system creates a more relaxed and comfortable working environment, reduce stress and burden, achieve a work-life balance, and provide a reasonable level of job security, especially in the retail sector where the majority of employees are engaged in mechanical and manual work. With these improvements in place, this would go some way to improve Mark Spencer's digital reputation. With a higher level of job satisfaction, Mark Spencer's digital reputation is bound to improve as a result of the overall improvement in employee experiences that can be achieved through better HR management. And all there is to presentation. It was a pleasure to present this to you. And finally, This is my references. Yeah, thank you so much.